You're about to spend hours on a turkey that tastes like a damp sponge, and it's not your fault. The most advertised birds are engineered with salt water, flavor enhancers, and a story that sells more than the meat delivers. Stay with me. We're exposing 5 marketing myth turkeys to skip. Think sodium-loaded, water-weight birds, and the 3 brands that actually cook up juicy, real turkey flavor. If you want a centerpiece that earns the effort, not a lab-made mouthfeel, you're in the right place. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. If the bag screams juicy and easy, yet you still carve rubbery slices, the label told you why.
Well, the day of the bird is almost here. A lot of us are shopping for turkeys right now as we get ready for Thanksgiving. Our Saquon tells us it might actually cost us less to get that bird this year.
Well, Thanksgiving is still a bit out, but shoppers are certainly already talking about the turkey and all the fixings, and not just about what's on the menu. Retailers are rolling out early bird deals to help you carve out some savings before Thanksgiving dinner hits your wallet.
Good morning. As you walk through the aisles of your local grocery store, you may notice that the price of turkeys are a little bit cheaper than what you may have paid last year. In fact, this turkey here at the Cub Foods in Eden Prairie, this is a 9-pound.
As Elizabeth Van Mitri shows us what stores are offering and how far your dollar can be stretched this holiday season. Plus, she has this week's price tracker.
It's still October, but Jim Byrne already has his sights set on Thanksgiving.
Nice, peaceful, quiet.
You just didn't speak the code. Enhanced, basted. That's not romance language. That is a saltwater solution, flavor aids, and a little chemistry doing the heavy lifting so the bird can sit longer, weigh more, and taste like less. Let's start with the core problem. Mass-market turkeys are built for shelf life and weight, not flavor. When a producer pumps a solution into the meat, the bird gains water weight you pay for. It holds on to moisture in a way that feels wrong in the mouth. Think springy lunch meat instead of clean roast poultry. The truth is, those claims of moist often mean salted and swollen. But here's the kicker. The brands that shout the loudest also stage the most help. Ads, hotlines, glossy tips. In blind tastings and normal kitchens, those same birds fall flat. You follow the directions, nail your temperature, and still get one-note salt. That is not a cooking fail. That's an engineered outcome. Now let's move on to a big name with a friendly phone line. Butterball built trust with support, but the turkey is injected by design. The result is pumped weight, a spongy bite, and a salty sameness from edge to center. You can baste until your arm goes numb. You're still dealing with brine inside the muscle. Crisp skin on the outside, soft and squeaky under the knife. What's driving that rubbery feel? Sodium phosphates and retained water.
Frozen Genio turkey, and it's going for $1.50 a pound, so you can expect to pay less than $15 for this bird. Now, last year, if you wanted to buy a bird the same size, you were probably paying at least $2 a pound.
Giving day and maybe a couple good football games to watch.
It might be nice, quiet, unsure. He's serving 20 and says this isn't a cheap feat. Or should we say, feast?
Couple turkeys and maybe 20 pounds of potatoes. And
the Minnesota Turkey Growers Association says it's due to a couple of reasons. Part of it had to do with supply chain issues that still stemmed from COVID. But of course, the biggest reason was the impacts of bird flu on local turkey flocks. Now, while bird flu is still impacting turkeys,
all the fixings, it'll be great.
Fred's list is a little more guided.
And I will do whatever my wife tells me to get. We'll have a turkey. We'll have sausage stuffing.
Many grocery stores are also thinking ahead, rolling out deals to help shop.
In plain terms, phosphates help meat hold onto liquid so the muscle fibers act like little sponges. Helpful for a factory timeline, not great for texture. Add water chill systems into the mix, and you rinse flavor while the bird picks up extra water. More ounces on the scale, less turkey on the plate. Now the lean pitch. Genio built a lane around low fat and uniform size. Sounds clean. In the oven, less fat means moisture runs out faster. Lean breast meat goes from done to dry in a tight window, so small mistakes hit harder. That's not your patience level. It's a bird optimized for macros and throughput. When every muscle is the same shape and speed grown, you get bland white meat that needs gravy to survive. Here's the science in one breath. Fat carries flavor and buffers heat. Slower growth and better fat spread give you deeper taste and a wider safety zone in the oven. Lean marketing trades both for numbers on a label. The bird looks tidy, eats dull. let us talk about rustic vibes that cost extra. Shady Brook Farms leans into fields and barns, but the parent is a giant processor. You pay a premium for that small farm mood. Consumer feedback calls the eating experience average. If you want more than set dressing, branding won't fix basic flavor. Now the natural trap. Honeysuckle White touts the word while adding up to an 8% salt solution.
The country right now, we're seeing less of those impacts locally, which means there are more turkeys to choose from in stores.
Naturally, because there's a higher supply, and while demand is still good, there's still a higher supply, and so price is going to be a little bit less than what they're used to seeing.
Gobble up savings before the holiday rush. Walmart is already releasing its Thanksgiving basket deal for the season.
They're starting to make their plans for their meals. They're even starting to shop early for their holiday gifts. So we know that they're,
even outside of the Thanksgiving market.
Several retailers even implement strategies during this busy season, like discounting those turkey prices to get more people into their stores, but to also buy the items that they might need for a complete Thanksgiving meal.
focused on their time, their convenience, and thinking about their wallet.
The Thanksgiving basket offers a full meal for $10 for less than $4 a person, a lower price than last year.
We know that every dollar counts, and our customers are super focused on.
That means salty, bouncy texture that smothers the bird's own taste. The label wins the shelf. Your fork gets monotone. When the texture fights the knife, that is the solution talking. On the rock bottom end, great value shows why cheap often costs twice. You save at the register and spend it back in sides and sauces to hide bland meat. Inconsistency is the theme. Broken skin, odd fat patches, and flavor that never quite shows up. Fills a roasting pan. It doesn't fill a plate with anything memorable. So what is the takeaway you can use today? If you see enhanced, basted, or contains X% solution, you're paying for water and a slogan. Sodium phosphates change the bite. Water chilling pads the scale and washes nuance. Lean birds rush to dryness. Rustic labels mask industrial reality. The real kicker is how predictable the results are. Salt-forward taste, springy chew, and a turkey that needs rescue sauces. So what actually tastes like turkey and gives you clean, crisp skin without the salt bath?
A lot of businesses will put like a low price, bring people in to buy other stuff. As a matter of fact, you have to spend so much money
on cost right now.
The price includes turkey, potatoes, mac and cheese, and pumpkin pie fixings, all available for pickup or with one click in the app. Aldi is offering a similar deal, $40 to feed 10.
Let's move to the birds that earn the centerpiece slot. Real value isn't the lowest sticker price. It's paying for meat, not salt water, and picking birds raised and processed for flavor. You want clean skin, clean label, clean bite. Let's start with the label. Scan for solution added and skip it. Seek air-chilled and minimally processed. Look for clear notes on raising and methods. Transparent brands tell you how they do it. And if this gave you something to chew on, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone. For the payoff, choose Heritage, Mary's Free Range, or Bell & Evans. Your hours in the kitchen return real turkey flavor, not a lab-made mouthfeel.